Guten Morgen. Why am I so grumpy? Let me count the ways. Well, today is concert day, so we're walking to the hall. Madalina called the presenter and said, "Oh, hello, we're here." And the presenter, I think, offered to pick us up. It's, "Oh no, we'll just walk. It's a lovely day. We'll walk." It is a lovely day.
See this backpack on me?
I am carrying. I'm carrying all of the recording equipment. 3 cameras, 4 stands, my recording equipment.
Cameras,
Oh, you took one of my cameras?
Microphone, whatever.
Okay.
One stand.
We could have had a ride. We could have ridden in style, been driven over. This heavy pack, I couldn't have to. But no, we can't walk. I love to walk. It's wonderful. I know you love to walk. Try walking with this.
My backpack is heavy too.
I'm complaining. When you have, oh, by the way, so one of the things I wanted to ask you is, I think we have to go that way. So you were having a hard time calling because there's different prefixes you have to use in Germany. So how did you figure out? So you had the number.
So the prefix is 49 for Germany.
49 for Germany.
But the thing is that before that, there's a little plus sign before that. It applies to all countries in the world.
Okay.
The point was that I thought that plus sign could be replaced by 00.
Oh. Okay.
I remember working like that before.
Okay. Oh, by the way,
Turns
this. Yeah. So.
Turns out it doesn't.
So if you're a U.S. citizen using a U.S. phone, okay, and you're in Germany. By the way, this is Kaufland. I was here last night. This is like the Walmart in Germany. I mean, this place, it's very cool. Yeah, it's huge. It has everything, electronic, clothes, food, snacks. It's the Walmart of Germany. Anyway, so if you're traveling to Germany and you use a U.S. phone and you need to call somebody in Germany, remember to use +49, then the number. And I guess you have to put in the city code and then the phone number, right? So little travel tips. So next time we're in Germany, don't forget that plus. This is a quick walkthrough of my studio, the studio that I was carrying on my back. So we've got a series of Mevo cameras. I've got one set over here. These Mevo cameras are great because they have like 4-hour battery life. I'm going to take this stand upstairs to the balcony and use my iPhone for that one because the iPhone has the highest resolution of all the cameras I have here. All right, let's take a look at this. Fortunately, there's a power outlet here. This is F6 recorder. I love this thing. It has 32-bit float recording, so I don't have to worry about levels. Going into my ships. I forget it's like C2Y, XY, something. Fantastic microphones. Another Mevo camera here. Another Mevo camera here for a rear view. By the way, these stands I have fold up to almost nothing. They're just super light, super portable, fantastic for travel studio gear. And again, about 4-hour battery life for each of these cameras. So we've got that angle over there. We decided to keep this upright piano because I can take this extra stand and put this one on top of the piano for a fantastic kind of overview angle. So we have about 5 cameras. Yeah, let's see. This one over here has a face view. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the iPhone will be the 5th camera. So we should have some really nice concert footage for this. Little tricks of the trade. For the crumbs, she needs to mark some of these strings with little bits of chalk so she can see very quickly where to place her hand to stop the strings and all sorts of neat effects. So she's running back right now to get some chalk, and we're getting ready to open the house any minute now. It's going to be such a great performance. And oh, here she is, the star with the chalk. Chalk star. There you go. Is it clear to see? Yeah, that looks much better. Cool.
Yeah,
All right. Oops. I just stepped on my camera. I better make sure that this is okay. All right. Sweetie, good luck. The concert is done, and this is our post meal. Again, same restaurant that we were at.
Turkish food.
Turkish food, more Turkish food. The only thing
I
that's
mean, I love it.
yeah, it's the only thing that's open at this hour. This town really goes to sleep. So, Madalina, congratulations! You played an amazing concert. What were you?
I
feeling?
killed the piano.
Yeah, I killed the piano. The list was incredible, and the Crumb. Your George Crumb was out of this world. I thought that was just stunning. But how did you feel? I mean, how did the experience feel for you?
Well, I definitely need to play more solo concerts.
It's a different level of energy.
I have lost my training over the years. I mean, I've played more chamber music in the last 5 years, something like that. I've played more chamber music than solo, and yeah, it's in a different league.
Yeah, but
it's everything consuming.
But you
chamber.
killed
I'm
it.
not saying that chamber is easy. It's not easy. But solo performances, and especially an hour and a half.
You have to memorize everything.
You have to memorize everything, and you know, you rely on yourself completely. So this takes a lot of preparation of everything, all sorts of.
How was the hall? How was the piano? How was?
I was so happy with the way they put together everything, and I mean, the audience was very receptive. I wish we had the kind of audience in Philadelphia, honestly. And the hall was very helpful, and the piano was fairly new. And I requested something that they thought to be a little bit, the people that were in charge of the event and the hall, I requested to leave the drapes, the curtains open, so that the hall can have natural light coming from outside, right? There was I mean, in our previous video, like people could see there's a window.
Big window wall.
Big window wall, yeah. So I thought it was, you know, as the playing unfolded, so did the sunset, right?
Yeah.
So people loved it eventually.
Yeah,
I thought that was something, and they said like they usually don't do that. They usually just
close the whole
curtains,
thing.
yeah, and everything looks dead.
Yeah, that curtain, I was afraid it was going to absorb too much sound.
Right.
So having the glass to help reflect the sound, I thought helped a lot. I mean, especially when some of the Crumb places where you were having special effects, so you could hear them much more clearly than I've ever heard it before.
Exactly.
The room really rang with the overtones.
Yep.
It was beautiful.
That was
very powerful.
That was the idea.
You know, there was a lot of people that helped you in this journey to get here. Who was the first person you called after you finished your concert?
Well, if you hadn't been here, probably I would have called you. But skipping that, there was Professor Orkes. Of course, He actually said that he had been on pins and needles the whole day. So I had to call him and to speak to him and to Mrs. Orkis, his wife. They were both so supportive, and you know, I couldn't have hoped for anything better than this.
Yeah.
You know, the kind of guidance. He gave me a lot of tips and to be mentally prepared, right, to go through, you know, the necessary things just to make sure that I can overcome every single step, right, as it unfolds. So yeah, it helped a lot, that kind of training, right, like athletes do.
Yeah.
That kind of running through program, it did help a lot.
You're so fortunate to have such an amazing, supportive, knowledgeable, and experienced teacher like Professor Orkis.
Yeah,
Just what an
absolutely.
what an amazing relationship I'm seeing that both of you have. It's almost like he's your grandfather, your musical grandfather. Yeah.
I must have done something good in this life to have that, probably.
Yeah.
So